Namaste. Krishna says that it's easy. But what is it that is easy? Pratyaksha vagamam dharmyam susukham kartum avyayam. Krishna does not say that it is complicated and difficult to achieve, but he says that it can be experienced directly and immediately, and it is very easy to practice and is everlasting. We'll get to the shloka at the end of this presentation. In a world often clouded by dogma and unexamined beliefs, the ancient wisdom of Vedanta shines as a beacon of rationality, science, and self-realization. Rooted in the profound teachings of the Upanishads, this timeless philosophy offers a path to liberation from the mental shackles that limit human potential. Vedanta unveils the profound concept of Brahman, the ultimate divine principle of existence and reality. It is certainly not the conventional theistic and dualistic understanding of divinity. The following three Mahavakyas, or grand declarations from different Upanishads, which are the highest scriptures within the Vedas, invite us to transcend all illogical and dualistic notions of a distant God, gods, deities, and so on, and recognize that the essence of divinity resides everywhere, which naturally means also within us all. Brahman, the third person. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. All this is Brahman. Brahman in the second person. Tattvamasi. You are that. Brahman in the first person. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. As long as one believes in a divine overseer scrutinizing our every action and thought, they remain bound. This is the familiar pattern found in many religions, fostering mass mental enslavement. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita, a profound scripture which I call the nectar of Vedanta, holds the key to breaking free from these mental constraints. Reading and genuinely understanding its teachings can open the full potential of your intellect and liberate your mind from generations and generations of dualistic mental conditioning. Arjuna, who represents us in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is led by Krishna through three main stages, the third being the highest. They are the Bhakti Marga, the path of devotion, the Karma Marga, the path of righteous action, and the path of supreme knowledge, the Jnana Marga. People go to temples, pray for what they want, and some even make deals with the deity of their choice. But do you come across anywhere in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that Arjuna, who represents all of us, does anything like that or begs Krishna to win the war for him? The answer is a big no. What Arjuna does is to ask Krishna, the Jagat Guru, the supreme remover of the darkness of ignorance, to take him as his student and teach him what is good for him. Arjuna surrenders before Krishna in Shloka 2.7. Karpanya dosho pahatasva bhavaha prachamitvam dharma sammudha chetaha yachare yasya nishchitam brohitan me shishyasteyaham shalimatva prapannam. Arjuna says to Krishna, with my mind in a state of confusion regarding my duty and the feeling of helplessness because of weakness, I ask you to tell me what is good for me. I am your disciple and I have surrendered my soul to you. Please teach me. And with such strong devotion, Arjuna starts his process of acquiring knowledge. He does not expect or look for out of self divine favors just because he was so close to Krishna. Now try imagining Krishna to be your car driver. I know it sounds crazy, but just for the purpose of imagination. What would you do if Krishna were your driver? But think, Arjuna literally has Krishna as his own personal driver throughout the war, and yet he never asks him for special favors. Try to think what it tells you. Nonetheless, Despite Krishna's evident emphasis on the pursuit of the highest goal over mundane concerns as exemplified in shlokas 241 to 46, Arjuna exhibits no indications of truly comprehending them. This likely stems from his prior mental conditioning. Hence, similar to a caring father or teacher patiently imparting a crucial lesson to his child or pupil, Krishna steers Arjuna, who, as I previously mentioned, symbolizes all of us ignorant jivas, on a transformative path leading to Atma-jnana or self-realization. Anyone who attains that stage would come to the profound realization that all along the I am within has been Paramatma. We had been deluded by the illusion of duality and our strong identification with our physical bodies, leading us to believe that we were merely jivas. Such a belief lacks logical coherence. Duality invariably leads to the my God is better than your God conflict. When you believe in something or in some God, there are bound to be people who believe in something else or in some other God. How then can people ever come together as one family, as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? Another thing is that in the realm of dualism, that says that Jivatmas are different from Paramatma, a fascinating paradox often arises. Those who assert the omnipresence of Paramatma, or God, while simultaneously emphasizing on the existence of individual jivas, find themselves grappling with a fundamental inconsistency. The crux of this matter lies in the assertion that jivas are distinct entities apart from Paramatma. This perspective, however, raises a perplexing question. If jivas exist independently, how can one proclaim Paramatma to be all-pervading when jivatmas occupy spaces where this omnipresence supposedly does not extend? This conundrum challenges the validity and rationality of such an argument. It prompts us to go deeper into the profound philosophy of Advaita Vedanta, seeking a more comprehensive understanding of the interconnectedness between individual beings and the divine. The simplest description of the all-pervading non-dual self is that it is a substratum of all existence, from the vast expanse of the endless universe down to the tiny atoms that constitute physical bodies. This includes stars, planets, mountains, oceans, human beings, plants, animals, and even the smallest of atoms on Earth. Now, as I always do, I will support this with an awesome shloka from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 8, Shloka 9. Kavim Purana Manushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyaha Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Adityavarnam Tamasaha Parastat. The Param Purusha is the omniscient and most ancient ruler, who is more minute than an atom, has an inconceivable divine form, and is beyond the brightness of the sun and the darkness of ignorance. Now please shut your eyes and visualize yourself existing in Akasha, or empty space. In case you're an astronaut who is currently in space, it would be great. But if you're standing or sitting on planet Earth just like me as I speak, think of the fact that our planet exists in the middle of nothing, in space, all right? Remember the word space, or Akasha in Sanskrit. Then think of yourself, I mean your body and mind complex, situated on a rock floating through empty space, which is what all of us are doing by existing on planet Earth, which is hurtling through space and going around the sun at a tremendous speed. Now, point your thoughts inwards and think of each cell in your body. You still remember some biology you studied in school, don't you? Well, you know that there is space existing not only within your body, but if you go a step further, you will realize that there is space even within each cell of yours, and also within each of the trillions of atoms within each cell. Human bodies are made up of diverse cell types, sizes, and shapes. Cells in general comprise the membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm with intricate fibers and tiny organelles. However, the point to be noted here is that, crucially, space or akasha exists around you, within you, and within each cell in your body. The idea is not to conduct a lesson in biology, but to explain an extremely important fact that can shatter the ego of even the most egotistical person. Did you know that 99.999999% of the human body is empty space? This does not mean that there is empty space between the organs within you, within what you call your body, which has its skin for boundaries. At the atomic level, particles are separated by minuscule distances in relation to their size. It means that if all the space between the atoms in your body was removed, the whole of your body would be smaller than a fraction of a grain of sand. This understanding challenges our perception of solidity, highlighting the profound interplay between matter and space that underscores the essence of our physical existence. It's a testament to the astonishing intricacies of the universe and the intricate dance of particles that create the illusion of our corporeal reality. Space is a profound paradox. On the one hand, it encompasses the entirety of the cosmos, from the celestial bodies down to our home planet Earth, teeming with life and in the form of plants, animals, and humans. Yet, simultaneously, this very space also exists within the minuscule gaps between particles at the atomic level and within the cells. It both contains the universe and is contained by the universe, embodying the ultimate principle of existence that Vedanta explores. This principle transcends the belief in supernatural entities hovering in the sky, or a jealous God who, through the fear of eternal suffering, compels devotees to sing his praises all the time, or in some religions even commands followers to commit acts of cruelty in his name. As it is said in Shloka 8-9, the Parampurusha or Paramatma is the omniscient and most ancient ruler who is more minute than an atom and has an inconceivable divine form. The Supreme Brahman can be perceived everywhere. You perceive empty space or akasha everywhere, don't you? Why can't you think that that is Brahman, in which the whole of existence and non-existence exist? You know, merely regurgitating mantras or shlokas from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita without even understanding what they mean is a sheer waste of time. The prevailing presumption arising from people's unfamiliarity with the profound concept of the all-pervading divinity is the belief in the existence of a distinct creator responsible for shaping the universe. This notion hinders individuals from going deeper, limiting their understanding to attributing the universe's existence to a separate entity. Deeply religious people, especially from prominent monolatrous religions, often argue that things can't come from nothing, and therefore there must be a creator. Curiously, those who entertain the idea of a creator often overlook the subsequent logical question. Who created the creator? Who created everything? This query naturally leads to an infinite regress, continuing with who created the creator, who created the creator, who created everything, and so on. It is absurd, isn't it? Brahman, the highest and ultimate all-pervading existence, is self-existent, uncreated, indestructible, and devoid of both beginning and end. It is the existence unto itself. It would be interesting to go through the Nasadya Sutta from the Rig Veda, of which I have made a video. The sutta represents what I consider the epitome of skepticism. Imagine coming across skepticism in a spiritual text. That's exactly what it is. Among the number of videos I have created, I would suggest watching the 3 that I'm going to name now to begin your journey towards intellectual and spiritual freedom. 1. The 2 truths of life. 2. What is moksha? 3. Confronting reality, the bitter pill of truth. Bharatvarsha An ancient land with a rich heritage is where the rational philosophy of Vedanta developed over many millennia. Vedanta is the highest stage of the Vedas, a path to attain the supreme knowledge of the self and of existence. Yet it is disheartening that even in the scientific age of the 21st century, many continue to vehemently hold on to simplistic and dualistic ideas and impose them on their innocent children. Let us now get to the shloka with which I started this presentation. The shloka says that attaining such a state of mind is not difficult. In fact, Krishna says that it is very easy. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitra Vidam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartamavyayam. Shloka 2, chapter 9. This is the royal science, the supremely holy and kingly secret that can be experienced directly and immediately. It is very easy to practice and is everlasting. Studying Vedanta will help you come out of a dualistic mindset that struggles in eternal bondage and rise towards comprehending the divinity of yourself and experiencing absolute freedom. When you truly comprehend this, your mind will go empty, and that is true sadhana, or the right means to attain the goal. And when you fully internalize it, it becomes siddhi, or the final achievement of the highest goal. Let us collectively rise above spiritual and intellectual mediocrity. Embrace the profound teachings of Advaita Vedanta, for it is in this knowledge that we find the true essence of freedom. Stay away from dogma. Catch that first beam of light you see originating in the sun of self-realization and work towards getting to know that you are that. Tattvamasi. Thank you. Stay blessed. Jai Shri Krishna.